around for the 2010s might remember a time when getting a computer science degree or studying computer science or even just learning to code was considered a get-rich-quick scheme. Today, the situation could not be more different. While the rise of AI technologies and growth in the industry is endless, the industry has also become quite saturated with new professionals, and incoming graduates in the workforce are finding it quite difficult to find work. Aditya, what are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, for sure. So just looking at all the new graduates, a lot of them are struggling with finding jobs like right after graduating. And even, especially for computer science majors, it's a lot more difficult than what they probably expected coming into college. So just looking at that, it's just looking at if this major is really worth it and what's the benefits that come with it overall.
And there is no question that computer science is relevant today as we see massive booms in the tech sector. However, we must ask why there is such a decline in the economic and job opportunities for those who would supposedly work in this sector, and why students should enter computer science degrees, which is considered notoriously difficult if there is no promised job in the end. Aditya, how do you think this will affect rates of incoming students into computer science?
Yeah, I for sure think that like over the past few years, even though the rate has been increasing, now looking at the frequent job market, it's for sure going to start to go down a little bit. And I feel like this is because of even the use of AI in a lot of jobs that could take a lot of the entry-level jobs away, especially in computer science. So just looking at that as a whole, being a computer science major, it takes more than just getting the basics done. You kind of have to go above and beyond with projects outside of school, internships, and all that.
Something students should know is that the key to success in the industry and standing out is specialization, but many computer science programs have not caught up. There are many programs at universities where various super specialized courses aren't offered every semester, and it's difficult for students to get a place in those classes. Given that the resources available to students are not in line with what their professional aspirations would demand, it's time that we demanded a more relevant approach in education to the job market, especially in computer science and other related fields with job markets that were previously booming but are currently in a decline. It's important that we address the workarounds for this decline, especially given the steep tuition many students pay for this prestigious education.
Yeah, so for sure, just looking into that as a whole, I feel like specialization especially will be really good for colleges to, include in their programs. Because I feel like just being just straight up just a normal like computer science major, trying to look into whatever will not work anymore, especially with the job situation right now. So I feel like getting more hands-on experience throughout your college journey and being able to get that, specialization overall will be one of the main keys into securing a job in this market.
When it comes to the wider job market in other fields, people have noticed a decline in real entry-level positions. Many entry-level positions already require students to have a certain number of years in experience in the field, which is not a reasonable expectation to have for new graduates who would possibly have had internships and experience within their courses, but not necessarily professional experience in a way that is very significant. How do you think that the job market in other fields would interact with this decline in computer science, a previously lucrative field in the job market?
Yeah, even for other fields, I feel like with AI increasing, it's going to remove a lot of entry-level jobs. For sure, a few majors might remain unaffected at the same time. But, in correlation with computer science, for sure, like related majors might also face the same, issues. But overall, I feel like computer science is probably hit the hardest with the increase of AI.
Well, thank you, and I hope we've given you something to think about.